Hello and welcome to another review of things that my sister has dropped off for me to read. This is the Nightwatcher. I have up to volume 6 that I have read. This is all that she gave me. I'm not sure if she's going to give me more or what's going on with this, but I can't even imagine the disappointment that probably came to some people thinking that this is a Raphael series, and it is not. It's not about Raphael. I know I have some turtle friends who are Raphael fans, and they were excited when Nightwatcher was announced, and it's not Raphael, and they definitely thought they were getting a Raphael series. I don't know if they bought any before we found out that this is actually a Jenica series. But I would imagine some people did. There's got to be some people out there that opened this up thinking they were going to get Raphael and they didn't. If you are one of those people, or if you know of anybody, I'm really curious. Hear about your experience and what what went through your head, or how you found out. If you want to tell me your thoughts, you're welcome to. My relationship with Jenica has been kind of up and down. When IDW came out with their Ninja Turtle series, I wasn't really into Ninja Turtles. I've always loved Ninja Turtles, but I go back and forth between different fandoms, and when the comic was coming out, I wasn't really interested, but I kind of heard things. I heard what was going on with the comic, and then when Jenica was introduced, I hate her name so much. I didn't know anything about the character or anything. I don't like the name, and I still hate the name. As a turtle, the name Jenica works a little better, but her origin is that she was a foot soldier first. And the thought of a foot soldier named Jenica running around out there just gives me a certain rage. Like, it feels so fanficky, you know what I mean? That, like, foot soldier Jenica, can you... you go murder these people? I don't know. So I started reading IDW in the middle. I have been reading the big omnibuses from the beginning, so there's this chunk in the middle that I haven't read, and I haven't read Jenica's introduction or like her mutation or anything, even though I know kind of what's happening. They've mentioned in later issues that she's like had a thing with Casey, that she possibly had a thing with Karai, and like that kind of stuff also makes me roll my eyes, but my first introduction to Jenica, like actually reading about her, was when the Reborn series came out, which is, I believe, the very beginning of Sophie Campbell's run. And I fully expected to hate her because I kind of already hated her. But how she was written, I was like, this is fine. I mean, the big thing is that she wasn't a romantic interest to any of the turtles, which was nice. She was a very quiet personality, and a lot of it was just her trying to figure out what she's trying to do in life, like what kind of person is she post mutation and what she should be doing with herself. I thought that was okay. Like, we as people can relate to that. We've all had that moment where we're not sure what we should do with ourselves, where we've made some heavy decisions and we're not sure if we made the right decision, that kind of thing. So I found her to be an okay character at the very beginning. This was my very first reading of her. This is after the mutant bomb, and like they have the mutant city arc, and all the turtles are just running around like in the city trying to kind of keep order in this mutant city, that type of thing. It got old really quick with Jenica. And it was a long series. Like it you know, it had its own run, and then we had the Armageddon game, and then there was stuff after. And even at the very end, Jenica's still like, I don't know what to do. Like, what am I supposed to do? And you're like, girl, you gotta figure out your shit. You gotta figure out your shit. You can't do this for the rest of your life. And this might actually be the end of that character arc, where Jenica actually figures out who she wants to be as a person, which is like, thank God. Like, can you figure out your shit? That would be great. So here is the Nightwatcher. I just rambled for like 7 minutes. But this is the Nightwatcher. All the other turtles are gone from Mutant City. There are people now. There are some humans running around too. Like, we get a lot of pages like this. This series has a whole lot of chatter. And there's so much dialogue, but see, all of this probably could have been 4 panels. Like, there's so much talking and nothing happening. We see our first thing here with the Nightwatcher. We get, like I said, a lot of these pages, there are a horror to get through. Here's Jenica. She's in a relationship with Sheena, which I was so thankful that she is in a relationship with Sheena and not any of the other turtles. But, like, nothing happens in this first volume, really, other than you see the Nightwatcher armor. Here's the armor again. Jenica gets arrested for Jenica reasons. But the armor is running around, so she escapes from the cop car and goes after it. She follows the armor down into the sewers, and you find this really creepy sheep lady. And we find out that this creepy sheep lady actually, like, she made, like, a magic armor that was supposed to protect people with whatever powers that creepy sheep ladies have, but then she got... Where'd it go? She got shot. I know it's shiny. She got shot here. So she's dying, and she's like, Jenica, if you want to put the armor on, you can. But it does kind of have... There's an entity to it. It's not just an empty armor, which I thought was super interesting that, like, she just didn't decide to be a vigilante and then make an armor, which is what the original Nightwatcher was. This is something new and something intriguing to do with this armor. And, so she does put the armor on, and she does, do some vigilante stuff and run around and fight bad guys. And that's the second issue. Not a whole lot happens. Like, it moves fairly slow. And, I don't know. I think I may want to not show every page, or I might get a copyright strike. But in this one, there's this mutant girl that she's, like, selling drugs for somebody. And Jenica's like, don't sell drugs. And then tell me where the drugs came from. And so she's just doing vigilante stuff in this. And in this one, she's trying to figure out who's selling the drugs, and they run into Shady Turkey Man. And then there's Wolf Guy here, who's like a mercenary who's been hired to get her. And it finds out that he mutated himself, because now pretty much getting yourself mutated is on the free market. Which I also thought was kind of a cool world building idea, that, like, if you want to be mutated now, you can find ways to get mutated. But apparently you can't get mutated back, because there's people who would like to be humans. And they can't. They can't do that, but you can get mutated forward, just not backward. And then we get shown our main villain, which is this big-ass bear. He's really cool. I do like this guy. But it's nice to finally have a villain. There's a whole lot of non-villainy going on in Ninja Turtles. There's something with the IDW series where every bad guy they run into eventually is either, like, kind of chaotic neutral or becomes their friend. And we're running out of bad guys, and there's no villains for them to fight. And every time they do that, where they, like, kind of make friends with whoever is the villain, I'm like, well, then who's gonna be the villain? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Shredder, even Shredder's good. So, like, who's gonna be the villain? So it was really refreshing to have a villain. This big-ass bear comes in, and then we start seeing this armor is kind of having a mind of its own. And now that's the big problem, is that the armor itself is taking over, and then we've got the relationship between Sheena and Jenica. Sheena is going out on tour, and she wants Jenica to come with her, but Jenica does not want to come with her because she is finding herself. And so they are possibly breaking up, which is fine. Just glad she's not dating one of the turtles. That's all I want. And so we're here. This is volume 6. And this is still... so at this point, our cool bear guy is... he has been captured because the armor went like super crazy on the bear. And she overpowered the bear guy. But in the fight, she got hurt pretty bad too. So she's kind of just doing exercises to heal her bones for some reason. But this is the part where I finally thought that we're going to see a full character arc for Jenica, finally, because the armor is starting to go do things by itself. Like, Jenica's not in the armor right now. The armor has been going out and just doing stuff. And Jenica has had to rope it in, and I get the feeling this is because she's very indecisive about what she wants to do. And she now has to take control of this armor and lead it and guide it. This is kind of how it ends, where she's having to face down on this. And I liked this. I like this. I'm not going to buy it. If my sister keeps buying it, I would want to see what happens. I really, really like this villain. Like I said, it's very refreshing to have a new villain that kind of feels evil. He is, like a lot of the villains, he does have like a tragic backstory, and he can be very sympathetic, and chances are he's going to end up being her friend. I just want to get past Jenica not knowing what to do, guys. She doesn't know what to do. How am I supposed to know what to do? I hope that's what this is going to be with Nightwatcher. That she is going to finally, whatever her decision is, she's like, this is me. This is what I'm doing. I feel this is right. These decisions that I've made in my life, I'm just gonna stand by these decisions. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, this is a different... Who is this? It's so shiny. Junie Ba? This isn't Sophie Campbell writing, and Sophie Campbell is the one that's made Jenica. I don't know what to do. Like I said, I hope that's what we're gonna get out of this. I really don't know. To be honest, I don't give a shit either way. I'm not gonna buy the Nightwatcher. I'll read more if my sister gets more. But I don't care. I don't hate Jenica, but I don't care. I can relate with her sometimes because she does have things going on that are relatable, but it's just that they are pulled out so far, and she just can't get her shit together. And it kind of feels right because she did end up being a Foot Clan member, and, you know, Foot Clan members are pretty much people off the street that don't know what to do with themselves, so they want to be a part of something, so they join the Foot Clan. But it's time. It's time. You gotta figure out what you want to do with yourself as a person. I mean, she as a human looked like an adult. I feel like she is an adult, and she needs to put on her big girl pants and be an adult. I probably went way into this character than needed to be just to review these issues, but I think the art's good. Pacing is a little weird sometimes. There was one issue, I think it was issue 2. Is this issue 2? Yeah. So this artist does not like to draw backgrounds. Like, a lot of it is just squigglies and colors, and like, as somebody who also draws comics, same. I hate drawing backgrounds. They suck. But some of these feel very AI. Like this background especially feels very AI. What is this? What is this? Why does this tunnel have 3 arches? What are these? what are these? This, what is this? This makes sense. This kind of makes sense, but this, like, none of this makes sense. And there was, I think it's right here. These don't make sense. Why is this window clear over here? What is this? What is this? These don't make sense. These are okay. But yeah, it feels a little weirdly AI, and I only got it from this issue too. Maybe somebody was trying to finagle getting through backgrounds faster and then they got caught. I don't know. And I could be wrong. Maybe this isn't AI. Maybe they're just a weird design choice. I don't know. But like, the art's good. The art's not bad. Other than the weird backgrounds. There are not a whole lot of backgrounds in this comic. And I can't really complain. See? No background. No background. There's a little bit of a background. Little bit of a background. No backgrounds. Kind of backgrounds. Just colors. A little bit of background. Yep. And once again, I can't judge. I do not like drawing backgrounds either. But it's okay. I think this is an okay series. I think there's some cool ideas in here. I think it's a little slow. But I hope there is a complete thought by the end of this series, and that Jenica actually becomes like a full adult with goals in mind, and she's comfortable in her own skin, and she knows what she wants to do as a person. That's what I'm hoping we get from Nightwatcher. And then, like, just whatever she does, just let her do it, and then we don't have to, like, think about her anymore. I don't care. I don't care too much. She's fine, but, like, she's not a main character, you know what I mean? There's no other side character gets this much that she does. Like, can we just, like, take a break from her for a while? That would be great. Let's just take a break after Nightwatcher. Wow, I talked a whole lot. So I think we'll call it good. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.